what's up guys? It's me, No Mercy, and today I'm back on YouTube with a little bit different video than usual ones. Actually, of course, you will see me in background playing some games, but in this video I wanted to resume and talk a little bit about my general thoughts about ShadowGun War games. That is this new game that currently I'm trying to propose in my channel as a new ShadowGun game. As most of you know, I've been mostly a ShadowGun Dead Zones 3 content creator, so essentially on my channel there are only ShadowGun Dead Zones games and videos. But recently, in the last month, I started to upload some ShadowGun War Games videos. That is the new game that Monetization Games released some months ago, later in 2020, I guess. Today I want to show you my general thoughts about this game. And during this video, I will compare this game to its direct rival, that is ShadowGun Dead Zones, because many people saw this game as a new chance for Monetization Games to make something similar to ShadowGun Dead Zones and to create a community, a game as ShadowGun Dead Zones was. So many of us were hoping for let me say ShadowGun Dead Zones remake included in this game, and I guess that many of us got disappointed about Monetization Games, because essentially this game is totally different about ShadowGun Dead Zones. I mean, there are some aspects, some game modes that recall that game, but the structure of the game at a very low base, it's strictly different than how ShadowGun Dead Zones was. First of all, ShadowGun Dead Zones was a pay to win essentially. That is, better than me to have better weapons, to get the upgrades, to have 3 weapons and items in your slots. You had to pay essentially, because to get all these features you had to get golds, and golds were available only by paying, and of course by booster hackers, but once they fixed it, you had no more chances to get free gold during your games. And instead, ShadowGun War Games is not a pay to win, but Monetization Games is getting profits by skins, battle pass, that is in 2020 like the most common way to get profits from a game. I mean, essentially the era of gaming has changed in the last years. We have passed from buying games directly from stores to pay for more slots, or essentially to pay to win games, to in the last years completely free games that have that give you the possibility to play without spending, without buying anything, but on the other way they keep pushing you with new stuff, to buy new stuff that is not essential. I mean, as many of you know already, games like Fortnite, COD, I guess, COD Mobile, and in this case ShadowGun War Games don't need to be pay to win. I mean, you essentially buy your skins or whatever, and then it's just a stylistic choice. So, and I mean, it works, and in my opinion it works even better than pay-to-win games. So probably Metafinger games, they will get more profits on Shadowgun War games than they ever did with Shadowgun Dead Zone, because essentially on Shadowgun Dead Zone, okay, you have to buy the gold to get premium or some skins, but you know, once you got all the upgrades on weapons and all the skins that were there, you were okay. So you were not interested to spending more golds, and if not, if you were not a premium user, then in the last years of Shadowgun Dead Zone, you know better than me that premium was not essential to win games, just because the skill gap on Shadowgun Dead Zone was so small that you didn't even need 2 weapons to beat your enemies. I mean, just by changing the second weapon depending on the map you were, like in Invasion, rather than a Doom Hammer, you could run with a sniper, while on Vortex, while using the sniper, you could run a shotgun. So essentially, that was the base of Shadowgun Dead Zone. So Shadowgun War games is different. So as I said, in my opinion, Finger games will get more profits on it just because they are releasing battle pass, new skins, and new stuff. That doesn't give you more chances to win. It's just stylistic stuff. So yeah, just a way to make your character looking better during your fights. That's it. So yeah, in my opinion, this is a step up with respect to Shadowgun Dead Zone, but as I will say in a moment, this is a double blade. I mean, okay, on one hand, you don't have any more a pay to win because the trend right now is different, but on the other way, this is bad for the game. Let's go to the point already. So on Shadowgun Dead Zone, you could, I mean, when you first created your first account on Shadowgun Dead Zone, you were the noob. You had the default skin, but who cares about the skin? What cares most is that you had only the bandit, not upgraded, and no run. I think you just got sprint or something like that, sprint 1. But then you had no chance to match against pros at highest levels, just with a bandit at lowest rank and sprint 1. And on Shadowgun Dead Zone, till you were getting rank 36, that I guess it was a rank where you were unlocking, where you could unlock a rank 2. Basically, you had no chance against pros, because as we know, Shadowgun Dead Zone gameplay was all about movements, featured of course, but I mean movements had a huge amount. I mean, they could decide very often a battle between two players. So yeah, running round 2 in my opinion was essential, an essential part in Shadowgun Dead Zone, in your loadout of course. And while on Shadowgun War games, when you first create your account, you have already Slade with its 2 weapons at the maximum power. So you just run into a game and you can get rid of everyone just by using Slade weapons, because let's make it clear. I mean, during the last years on Shadowgun Dead Zone, the skill gap was reduced in a way that every noob could get average in a short time, and every average could get pro. I mean, not god tier pro, but let's say, they could hang against pros in a limited amount of time. So basically, if you had something like, I don't know, 50 hours of playing on ShadowGun Dead Zone, you could hang with pros. It's just facts. Just by looking at how many players, at how many good players started to come out in the last years of ShadowGun Dead Zone. Just because your bullets were not hitting anymore, hit rate was shit. So basically the skill gap reduced to be really, really small. While on ShadowGun Wargames, I think that this is even worse than ShadowGun Dead Zone, and this is not a good point for ShadowGun Wargames. Sorry, I was drinking. Basically, let me explain why. When you first create your account on ShadowGun Wargames, you have already Slade, that in my opinion is one of the best characters in the game, if not the best one. And basically, if you have a little bit of aim, I mean, if your aim is already good on ShadowGun Wargames, you can kill like the 80% of the players that are playing this game just by using Slade, and just by just by playing war games for a week. You just understand how they moves, a little bit of movements, and then you're there. And I understood this. I mean, I started to play ShadowGun War games in May, I guess, or in April, even in April, yeah. And then I stopped to play it for a month in June, because basically Fortnite released the new season, so I was focused on reach Champions League and play tournaments with my trio. And so I kind of left behind ShadowGun War games. And at that time, I remember that Slade wasn't buffed. If you remember, if you're playing ShadowGun War games from Season 1, you may remember that Slade had a lower fire rate on both of its weapons. So basically, both of its weapons were running slower, were firing slower, and so it was a little bit harder to kill someone with Slade's weapons. But right now, I mean, Slade is too powerful. I mean, with its first weapon, you can kind of 200-0 someone in like... I mean, it's not 200-0 because the maximum health could be 100 for normal characters, rather than Revenant, of course. I mean, you can 100-0 everyone in half a second. In my opinion, if someone... The real problem of ShadowGun War games is that if someone is new to the game and is already used at any mobile games and has no problems with the aim, and takes Slade in the first games he's playing, I mean, having the possibility to kill someone in half a second, it will be already dropping 20-0 scores like boom, 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 like nothing, okay? And basically, this sucks, because this means that new players... it means that you cannot differentiate between new players and actually players that play from this game from 1 month or more. Just me do a remind that when I'm talking about these kind of players, I always talk in a competitive environment. I don't talk. I don't even take into consideration players that start to play the game and play it for fun, like 1 hour a day, that they know they suck, they don't even care, they just want to have fun with friends and stuff like that, and that's it. When I take into consideration this, when I'm talking about the skill gap in a game, I always take into consideration how a new player could get a pro in how in a certain amount of time. Okay, and while on ShadowGun Dead Zone, you had at least to reach rank 36 to hang with pros, and was basically like 30 hours of playing or something like that, or even less. I don't remember actually. I remember that when I created my account on Comzone, I actually had to play it a lot before getting rank 2. So I mean, I had to spend my time in that game to hang with real pros. In ShadowGun War Games, someone that basically is new to the game can already hang with pros, and you can see that already in the new rank system they created. If you don't know already, ShadowGun War Games has a kind of 5 divisions rank system. The lowest is bronze, and the highest one is platinum. And while playing ranking games, I observed so many people that were platinum or diamond, I don't know, diamond I guess, were diamond and were dropping so bad scores like 5, 6, 3, 4, while instead I was dropping 16, 1, blah blah blah. I mean, of course I'm playing from PC, so I'm a little bit more advanced. Even if I think they nerfed the aim acceleration, because when right now when I'm aiming on PC, when I'm playing on PC, I feel like my mouse is moving like a thumb on a screen of a tablet. So I mean, in my opinion, this introduction, this nerf to the aim acceleration can give the opportunity to mobile players to hang with PC ones. But I mean, the real problem is that there is no skill gap on ShadowGun War Games, and a game pointing at competition, pointing at creating I mean, given that there is no skill gap on ShadowGun War Games, you will have no chance to differentiate between new players and veteran players that are already used at the game and that can hang with pros. I mean, by seeing people in the highest divisions, it's like on Fortnite, it's like meeting someone that's hiding in the bush, or that is not even able to build a wall in Champions League. I mean, you may wonder what's going on in this game. I mean, if I can meet this kind of people in the highest division of the game, where is the skill gap? I mean, so basically, after 1 month, I didn't play ShadowGun War Games, coming back and playing some games, just to finish the Battle Pass, and seeing this situation. I mean, it let me wonder a little bit. I mean, I was not so sure about this game potential. So right now, ShadowGun War Games is way different than how ShadowGun Dead Zone was. And given that there is not even the skill gap between the the noob, the player that comes the first day on the game, and the one that plays the game since April, since the day it was released, it's not point to be played. You know what I mean? If you know me since ShadowGun Dead Zone times, I'm a person that always aim at competition. I don't play for fun games. I mean, if I want to play games for fun, in my opinion, it's not worth playing this game, because being used at ShadowGun War Games, where I was in one of the biggest and greatest clans of all the time in ShadowGun Dead Zone history, and being used every day at playing Clan Wars since always at high level. I'm not used to play games for fun anymore. I mean, I know that it's bad, but even in Fortnite, I always aim to improve myself because basically I hate to suck at a game. If I see someone that is better than me, I don't like it. I want to be better than it. You know what I mean? So basically, for someone like me that plays always at high levels, seeing a game like that that has actually no skill gap. I mean, while playing ranked games, I remember that sometimes some people that were silver 1 or something like that could kill me just because they were running Slade. In every game in ranked mode, there are people that basically are running Slade because Slade is the new default. You can kill in half a second someone, you have grenades, you have medikits, so basically it's the most complete character you can see in ShadowGun war games. And after they buffed it, like everyone is running Slade. Then if someone is not running Slade, is running Revenant of course, because I mean I'm running Slade. I'm in the day where I suck asses, so basically I'm losing points. So what I do, okay, I start running Revenant just because I have the double of the health, so I'm harder to be killed, and with his weapons maybe I can get, and his skills, I can get some free kills. Or at least I'm being annoying in the game, you know. While I was playing ranked games, I was usual to run into 2/3 Revenants every game, and at least 2/3 Slades in the game on the opponent's team, of course. Sometimes you see some Willows running around because, you know, Willow is still, in my opinion, it is a really good character, but you know, after they buffed the Slade, I don't know if she's the best one yet. In my opinion, she's the best one if you know how to use it. I mean, Willow is still the character to be used if you want to run high scores, if you want to drop 30 plus, I mean. But still Slade gives the opportunity to new players to compete against pros in like just by like spraying their weapons. So basically I tried some new solutions about this problem during ranked games. Basically first by using Willow. And okay, it works, but still Willow without its skill to one-shot people. It's basically 2-shot. So to kill someone, you need at least 2 shots, if it's not Revenant, of course. And in the time you fire 2 shots, a Slade can basically deal 70 damage to you, so, or even kill you. So I mean, in 1 versus 1, Slade, I think it's the new, it's the best character to be used right now, and in my opinion, it needs a buff, a nerf. But yeah, in ranked games, I tried more solutions. At first, I was saying I was using Willow. Then I understood that maybe Jet can be the solution to Slade opponents, just because you teleport behind them, you rotate your view and you start spraying by using your shotgun, and when they rotate their view, you teleport behind them, you know, doing what I call the Jet classic, that is basically teleporting behind your opponent, turning around and firing at his back to get a free kill. And right now I observed that Jet is a pretty good solution to Slades, but still Jet is not a character to be used to drop high scores. And in ranked games, if you're hanging with opponents, that if you're hanging with an entire squad of slates and you have in your squad, I don't know, just 2 slates, it's getting way difficult to get the victory. And if you have not a willow or a slate as well, and basically if you don't drop a lot of kills to keep the opponents into their zones on their part of territory, it's getting hard with Jet, because basically it's not a character that is used to drop high scores. The best I could drop with Jet was actually 24 kills, which is kinda a default with Slade. I mean, with Slade I'm used to drop 25, 28, 29 kills in every game. So yeah, Jet is a good character to be used if you want to counter Slade. But in ranked modes, I still prefer Willow. But yeah, let's... I wanted to talk about this just to point out that, in my opinion, right now, Madfinger Games needs to add some new mechanics, something new to ShadowGun War Games in order to enlarge the skill gap between the noob and the pro. Because, and on ShadowGun Dead Zone, even if in the last years the skill gap was not so high, actually the noob had the first to reach round 36 to compete against pros. And then he had to train a little bit its aim, its movements, its map knowledge after being actually considered as a valid player. But right now, as I said to you before, if someone comes from COD Mobile and has its aim already trained, he starts to play ShadowGun War Games, and at first he doesn't know the mechanics, of course, so maybe its aim is quite good, but he doesn't know the movements, so it will take a little bit of time to be used at it, and he doesn't know the map. Trust me that if you give him 2 weeks, he will already drop 20 plus in almost every game he's playing. But so yeah, in my opinion, Madfinger Games has to work a lot on this aspect, considering, I mean, and even more if they want to create a competitive game. I mean, that's the basic. So games like Fortnite works on competitive because actually it's not all about shooting at your enemies, but it's about building, editing at the right time, using your mind and other stuff. So in my opinion, Madfinger Games has to introduce new mechanics to make this game more difficult to be played. That's what I wanted to say about. So finally answering to the key question, is ShadowGun War Games worth playing? Right now I would say no, because by playing it 1 week or 2 weeks, you get already bored of it. I mean, if you want to play it by just to have fun, there is no problem. I mean, ShadowGun War Games is super fun to be played, so in my opinion, it's okay. But if you want to play at a competitive level, just forget about it for the moment, because it doesn't give the chance to I lost the word to differentiate the players each other. So as I said many times, the noob can be pro in 2 weeks of playing. I saw many people being in the last division, in the highest division, in ranked modes, and actually sucking asses. I mean, if I see someone in the latest division, I may think he's a pro, he's someone that can carry the game, to the victory, the team to the victory. But if I see that he's dropping like 5-6, 3-4, 3-10, I mean, by exaggerating a little bit, I kind of wondering if they did everything good with the ranking system, or if the skill gap is well designed in this game, which actually I think it's not. So yeah, I wanted to say everything about I wanted to say that about ShadowGun War games. I hope that in the next seasons they will introduce some new mechanics, some new aspects to make the game more difficult to be played. If not, I don't know actually if you will see me uploading more videos about ShadowGun War games on my channel, just because in my opinion, if a game is not worth to be played, it's not worth to be shown to my community. So yeah, and as I said to you before, I play a game to be competitive on it, to compete on it. So if basically I play a game where just to compete you have to be good in your aim, in your movements, then I'm already there. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about ShadowGun War games in the comment section. I'm sorry if I bothered you for 30 minutes, half an hour, which is pretty long. I think this is one of my longest commentary I ever did in my channel, but I hope you have enjoyed it. And yeah, for every question, for everything you want to say about ShadowGun War games or about this video, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, see you soon with some new ShadowGun Dead Zone videos and Fortnite videos, I guess. Bye bye, no mercy, out.